want to lean up into this a little bit. The biblical definition you're talking about is community.
Yes.
Koinonia, that, it's family is one of those. That's the primary, community that we have. But the Christian community is broader than, the biological family. And one of the things we have to do is understand that that Christ called us, to be brothers and sisters, no matter what our biological relationship. And there has to be an accountability and relationship in that. And I think, what you and Mark and I've been talking about is, where the family, that core relationship, that core community has been broken. There has to be a community that is that strong and that holds members in relationship, accountability for a purpose, not just to provide shelter, but to provide empowerment and challenge and direction. We're called together, but we're also called out and to extend that community so that the healing, the regeneration that you're talking about, calls people who are lost into accountability, not just to themselves but to that extended community. And I think that's the biblical nexus of the regeneration that we're longing for here.
Is there a I won't say Christian, but somebody may disagree with me on this, but is there a quote-unquote religious group that embodies a great deal of this?
Great deal of what? The community?
Yes.
I think groups are different. I mean, some do and
Are you
some
talking
don't.
about a
The Mormons.
denomination or
The
a
Mormons.
congregation?
The Mormons. I don't know if it's still true today, but I know that in the early 60s there had never been a Mormon file for welfare. They
Well,
take care of they take care of their own.
They take care of their own. That doesn't mean, and I don't want to get into a discussion about
Mormonism.
Mormons, but I think as he was saying that the Christian mandate is for all brothers and sisters. It isn't just limited to those within our fold. And I just want to say a little bit about and I apologize, I had a medical appointment I couldn't get out of, and I'm sorry that I wasn't a part of the earlier one, but I think welfare is a symptom of some deeper issues, and we just finished, as you're probably aware, the whole community dialogue on race and
Yes.
racism. And there's, endemic problems with our educational system, our job training, and there's, I don't know, I just think it's a little simplistic to say welfare. If we didn't have welfare, it'd all be good. Welfare is
Did
a
I
symptom
say
of
that?
deeper issues.
Did I say that?
Well, people use
Probably not.
welfare throughout the Great Depression, where money was a shortage. But within the Great Depression, there was a bunch of community. You look at the relationships that people had within communities. There was not just hand somebody the money. There was accountability, and feeling of responsibility and duty. See, this is the great generation, that we're talking about that came out of the
The
Great Depression
CCC
too.
counts and the
But
WPA.
the sense of relationship has been supplanted by the individuality stuff that we're dealing with now, and the breakup of any kind of accountability to any kind of community.
We've got about
family, church.
And it seems to me that also during the Great Depression, that the financial help that was given, there was also linked to the work projects.
Yeah.
So there was that
Mhm,
maintaining
right.
of dignity as well.
If any of you want to see the only still existing CCC camp, or I think it's the Conservative Corps, it's up at Natural Bridge. It's right over the mountain. There's the Natural Bridge Learning Center, which is a boys' correctional center. But the same buildings that they've been used to build the Blue Ridge Parkway is up there. That's just a piece of trivia. But anyway, it's the only one still in existence today. I know we were told we had stopped in 3 minutes, but we didn't solve any or answer any great questions today. We just threw some things out here, maybe think a little bit outside the box, look at some ways that as you reach out to minister, it is a complicated problem. As you said, sometimes answered if we can bring it back down and begin to simplify it. And I truly believe that one of the greatest things that chaplains can teach anybody is forgiveness. Because bitterness, anger, and resentment destroys people. And society I mean, they say, Yvonne, right? Sally says, myself and Yvonne, we're not really supposed to like each other. Why? Because
Is
she's
she
black and I'm
female and
white.
you're male?
Huh?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's black and I'm white. But in reality, we look around and we judge people and we segment people into categories, and I don't like that subset or this subset. And not, in this room right here, we don't, I'm surely nobody feels that way. But when you get out in the world, people do feel that way. And as you go and minister to them, we've got to teach them that, hey, that yes, white people have done black people wrong, black people have done white people wrong, we've done men have done women wrong. And forgiveness is the key to being a good chaplain, teaching people how to forgive each other and how to work with each other. And then you can begin to mentor them.